everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. We're on to the divisional round now. 2 steps away from playing on the biggest stage in sport. Saints going up against the Panthers. On the call here tonight, let's send it out to our guys in the booth. That's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. They'll come out in the pistol. The counter play with Irvin. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain, and it's second down. When we look at this unit like we are now, Greg Olsen has become such a reliable target in this league.
Loves to be considered the #1 option in the passing game in the offense he plays, and he lives up to it. Knows the defense is set for him, knows how to beat them.
To throw on second down is Newton. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. As we get a look at the defensive starters, the secondary, they're certainly going to need to be on their toes in this one.
And you know me really well. Where do I start analyzing a game? From the secondary. And these guys have to be on point today. They're facing a high-powered attack.
Throwing on third down, Newton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a short gain there as he'll get it up only to about the 24. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why.
And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, New Orleans. Their dangerous wide receiver, 61 yards.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Panthers offense here, they get ready to head back on the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and
3
now
and
they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Here's Newton now on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
On 1st down, Newton. He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. A big play there for Carolina. 53 yards. We often, with Cam Newton, talk a lot about his legs. Don't forget about that arm.
He can throw it on a rope. He can loft it. He's got the touch that's been developed throughout his career. But the big part about just watching him throw it seems almost effortless.
They'll try and run down here with Irvin. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Now, that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
To throw is Newton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan in there to get him, and that's sack number 18 for him on the year. And Gano's kick is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. Davis now. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. And when this offense is clicking on all cylinders, the running back is in sync as well.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And the starting defense here for the Panthers.
When Shaq Thompson declared for the draft, I said he should be a running back in the NFL. He said no way, he'd rather hit people as a linebacker.
Back to throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Thomas, the intended target, and that'll bring up a 4th down. Now the veteran punter for the Saints, Thomas Morstead, on to punt on 4th down. Back. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. Carolina getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right?
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. They try the corner route there, Charles, and it works to perfection.
Boy, that's hard on a defensive back, because if you get any faker move to the inside, you have to respect it, and then the receiver breaks back to the sideline.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
Deep drop. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now following the interception, here's Newton. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And they went big on 1st down. Proves unfruitful.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up, because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
2nd down following the incompletion. 2nd and 10. Newton again. This is intercepted. Delvin Breaux with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end. Zone for a touchback. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They go with Irvin to start the drive. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. On second down, here's Newton. Dumps it off for Irvin. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's third down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Here's Newton. Gets it to Benjamin. It's caught. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on third down.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the first down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the first down line and still having picked it up. Really well run. Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. A second down carry for Irvin. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave them with a third down and 6 to go.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
Now Newton. And this is going to be incomplete. They were looking to get it to Kelvin Benjamin there. And that brings up 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And this one sails out of bounds, I think.
Anywhere, but that's insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it?
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against me. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. Mario Addison in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So a big sack on second down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for third. Let's go. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And last time out, they had to punt the football away. Anything positive possibly to take from that?
There always is when you're punting the football away. It doesn't sound like it because you're giving it up, but you've avoided a mistake.
At least you didn't turn it over,
You didn't turn it over, right? You're giving your defense a chance because you're punting the ball away, and they're set to go on the field as a big
play there. 92 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. So from back deep, deep in their home territory, all the way into the end zone, you think they expected to score on that one?
I'm not sure they expected to score, but they also showed that they're not averse to taking a little bit of a risk there, right? Taking a chance, because the normal call is take care of the football, run it, be safe. Instead, they put it in the air and took a gamble, and it paid off in a big way. That wasn't an analytics call. That wasn't a fantasy guy's call. That was like a video game call right there.
It was a little bit of a video game call, but it worked. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Carolina getting set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Tackle is made by Cameron Jordan. Two minutes to go here in the first half. Back with more NFC playoff action after this. Right back to Irvin. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
You don't have to be a finished product to show some pretty good glimpses of what could be in this league, and we just saw an example of it on that nice run there. When I looked at him coming out of college, I saw a guy with day in play, doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll try the air now with Newton. This will be caught at about the 5. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Now Newton completes it to Dixon. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Jonathan Stewart taking it in from a yard out. And the